Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever felt like life was a puzzle you were never given the instructions for? You try, you fail, you rise, you fall, and still wonder, why do some people seem to flow through life with ease while others struggle endlessly? What if life actually is a game, and there are spiritual rules behind every move you make? Rules that, once you learn them, can completely transform your reality, from chaos to clarity, from lack to abundance, from fear to faith. Florence Scovel Shinn, in her timeless book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, didn't just write another self-help guide. She revealed the spiritual mechanics of success, how thought, faith, words, and energy shape everything around you. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about spiritual alignment, learning to play life as the divine game it truly is. Before we begin, if you truly want to transform your life and understand how your thoughts, words, and faith shape your reality, you need to read The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's one of the most powerful books ever written about the laws of success, mindset, and manifestation. I've linked it in the description below. Grab your copy now, and follow along as we break down the timeless wisdom that can change your life forever. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1, The Law of the Mind. Florence says, whatever man feels deeply or clearly imagines is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in the minutest detail. That means your mind is the game board. Your thoughts are the moves. And your beliefs? They're the rules you play by, whether you know it or not. Every time you think, I can't, it's too late, or, I'm not good enough, you're giving your subconscious a command, and it obeys. It starts building situations that mirror those thoughts. But the same law works in your favor. When you affirm, everything is working out for me, your subconscious begins aligning the world to prove you right. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe. Chapter 2, The Power of the Word. Shinn famously said, your word is your wand. Think about that, your words are creative spells. When you say, I'm always late, life gives you more delays. When you say, money never stays with me, you unconsciously push it away. But when you speak from faith, I am guided, protected, and prospered, you give the universe a new script to follow. Every word plants a seed. So, speak the words that match the harvest you want to see. Chapter 3, The Law of Expectancy. Expectation is magnetic. Whatever you expect, good or bad, you draw toward you. Florence teaches that faith is not hoping. It's knowing. It's walking in darkness as if you already saw the light. It's acting as if the result has already happened. If you pray for rain, she says, don't just wait for it. Bring an umbrella. That's faith in action. Expect blessings, and they'll appear when you least expect them. Chapter 4, The Law of Non-Resistance. One of Shinn's most powerful lessons is this. Resist not evil, and it will flee from you. It sounds strange, but here's the truth. The more you fight what you don't want, the more energy you give it. When you stop resisting and start trusting, things shift. That doesn't mean you ignore your problems, it means you rise above them energetically. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? You start saying, this, too, is guiding me towards something greater. When you release resistance, life opens new doors you couldn't force open yourself. Chapter 5, The Law of Forgiveness and Karma. Florence calls this the law of boomerangs. Whatever you send out, comes back multiplied. If you send out anger, it returns as conflict. If you send out love, it returns as peace. The fastest way to heal your life is to forgive. Not to justify what others did, but to free yourself from the energy of what happened. She reminds us, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. Each person you meet reveals something within you that's waiting to be healed. Chapter 6, Faith versus Fear. Florence said it best. Fear is only inverted faith, faith in evil instead of good. You can't have both. When you fear, you're believing that bad outcomes are more powerful than divine order. But when you choose faith, even when nothing looks right, you align with unseen forces working for you. Faith isn't pretending everything's fine. It's trusting that even chaos has purpose. When you act from faith, doors open, people appear, and solutions rise naturally. Chapter 7, The Power of Divine Guidance. Life doesn't have to be forced. You are meant to be guided, not exhausted. Florence taught her students to pray this simple prayer. Infinite Spirit, open the way for my right work, my right love, my right home, my right happiness. When you ask with faith, you're not begging, you're allowing. You're giving the universe permission to move mountains on your behalf. You don't chase opportunities, you attract them by being in alignment with your higher self. Chapter 8, Get obsessed with the work, not the results. This is where most people fail. They do the work, visualize, affirm, believe. But then they keep checking the scoreboard. Florence would say, that's not faith, that's fear disguised as control. Your job is the action. The universe's job is the outcome. Get obsessed with the process. With becoming the kind of person who already lives in abundance, peace, and purpose. When you pour yourself into the work with joy, you release the energy of doubt. And miracles become natural. Do the work because you love it, not because you're desperate for the reward. That's real mastery of the game. Chapter 9, The Law of Reversal and Miracles. Just when it looks like everything's falling apart. Florence says, before the big break comes the big shake. The old structures must fall before new blessings can rise. So don't fear endings, they are proof that divine order is rearranging your life. Keep affirming. Everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly. What's mine by divine right is never taken from me. That faith invites the miraculous. Life is not your enemy, it's your teacher. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Every thought is a move. Every word is a command. Every feeling is a vibration calling your next reality into existence. When you learn to play this game with faith, gratitude, and vision, you stop surviving, and start creating. So today, make this your mantra, I now play the game of life fearlessly. I am guided, protected, and prospered by divine intelligence. The right doors open, and the right people appear, in perfect timing. And remember, you're not just living life, you're playing the game of life. And now, you know how to win. If this video inspired you, don't let it end here. Take a moment to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how the game of life has touched your journey.